Yo, man, welcome to it. This is another episode of the Free Ride podcast. I'm so excited, man. I've got an amazing artist who's going to blow up. And I'm so glad that I'm speaking to him when he's just about to blow up. And ZIPHEKO is here. He's joining me. I'm so excited. My brother, how you doing, brother?
Good, thanks yourself, Zach. I'm happy to be here. I like how you even pronounce my name because people are struggling with pronouncing my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy, Jay. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, man. Thank you so much for accepting to be on the Prayer Free Ride podcast, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And, we're friends on Facebook and I've been checking you out. I've been checking the stuff you're dropping. And then I'm like, this nigga, man, this brother, man, I gotta speak to him.
Yeah.
And get to know you, because sometimes people only see you when you blow up big, or
That's
they
true.
see you when you are refined, but they don't really know
That's true.
how you got there. And it's always a process. You've gone through hard times, hardships, where you never thought you'd be where you are, and here you are. So I wanted to just touch and talk to you about before you became who you are, right? Before you blow up.
Yeah.
ZIPHEKO.
Okay, let's explain the music, so that you know where I come from.
Yeah.
So I'm ZIPHEKO. I grew up in Chiawelo, Soweto. It's a small township, but now popular because President Aruna is Ramaphosa. So they actually were divided by a street.
Yeah.
Street away. Yeah, Ramaphosa and then ZIPHEKO. So I grew up in Chiawelo, schooled in Chiawelo.
Right opposite Koa Votelande.
Exactly, front opposite the school.
Yeah.
And that's why I went to primary. Yeah. So I grew up here, went to primary school, the second primary school here in Soweto, Chiawelo.
Didn't we go to the same school?
I think he did, and then went to Skanodwana. Yeah, secondary. So yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
If not,
No, he did. I remember hearing something about it.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then I went to high school, one secondary school. I completed my matric there. But the sad part is I failed my matric 4 times before I passed it.
Oh!
So that should tell you that I'm not someone who gives up. I'm telling you. But I have matric,
And you
guys.
went back.
I have matric, guys.
And you did it, dog.
I had to.
But what was
I had
that?
to.
What was so hard?
I think I'm not good. There's some things whereby you're not good in,
Okay.
but it doesn't mean you won't pass them. But it means you have to put 2 or 3 times more
Was it
effort.
the school system?
I
Or
believe
the education system was not for you?
it was not the education system, but how I was taught.
Okay.
Remember, we're taught differently.
Yeah.
Not just because you're going to school, it doesn't mean all of us are going to understand the very same way that the teachers are understanding.
Yeah.
Other modules, other subjects I was passing. I passed all of them, only maths and accounting. That was difficult. So the numbers were difficult for me. Those are not my strong points. But
You were like,
I had to.
yeah.
Because remember, in life,
Yeah.
this was my theory that if you can't complete matric, then people will assume you can't start something and finish it.
True.
So to me, it was very important to get matric more than having a degree, diploma. Because whatever idea I pitch, they'll know that this guy can start something and finish it. So that was my theory. That's why I had to get the matric. And it's important for me to even tell this story because there are people who fail matric and think life
It's finished.
is finished. That no, you'll even find that after getting a matric, life is starting.
I don't know.
Exactly.
So you were like, Chiawelo, and I'm going to do maths, accounting.
Accounting.
And you
Yeah,
passed
yeah.
them.
And I passed them. So the thing is, I didn't pass mathematics.
Okay.
Because now mathematics was chowing more time. So I was like, let me invest this time, and go accounting. And I passed it. And even passing it, I didn't pass it, carry distinction. The score exactly no pass
just
mark.
made it.
My family was happy. My mother was happy. My brother was happy. Because all they wanted was matric, And even when you go to any university, they won't ask you anything. Do you have matric? When you go look for a work, do you have matric? They won't ask how did you pass your matric. No, your matric. So it was very important for me to get, especially knowing very well where I'm going and where I want to go. So I got huge support from my brother Tikana and my mother, and because they pushed me to get it, and I got it. And then from there, I went to university. I started with UNISA, did teaching. it was so shocking there because I got 100% more the assignment. Exam now I'm getting 90%. I was like, no, these people made mistakes because I didn't know these things is possible.
Yeah.
And then I understood, no man, how I was taught, that's not how I understand things. When I go to university, they taught me how, and because they could tell that, then they give you a bit of special attention, and I don't know how, but there's workshops. So I used to attend these workshops, and then these workshops just tell me that people like me study like this. So people like me study 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and I study 20 minutes, then 20 minutes break. So what I learned from teaching is that each and every person concentrate according to their years. If you are 30 years, you can only concentrate for 30 years. So at that time I was 24 years. 24, 25. I could only concentrate for 25 minutes. So I studied 25 minutes, took a 10 minutes break. So I enjoyed it. Now that's how I used to pass. Now I took the very same formula and gave it to others. That there's no such thing. It's not possible to study 2 hours during like this. No. No matter how smart you are, if you're 20 years, you can only concentrate for 20 minutes. That's it. And then I passed, guys.
I've never heard that theory.
And then I passed.
And you made it.
I made it, guys.
So what did you study, brother?
I studied teaching.
Teaching?
Yeah. And then now I'm doing my second qualification. I'm sorry I can't disclose this one, but I'm last year. So I want it to be a
surprise.
Yeah, a serious one.
What?
So I'm excited about it. I'm sorry guys, I can't disclose
a
it
second
now.
degree?
I'm going there.
Yeah.
So that was not a degree, it was a certificate. And then
okay.
this one, yes. But
No, carry on.
Yeah, but with this one, yes, it's a huge thing. I'm going to be graduating, but I was like, no, it's not something whereby I'm willing to talk about it in public.
Okay.
And as I know, I'm someone who chose this industry whereby you're not living the public eye. So other things, I have to select which things I want the public to know.
Yeah.
Because when things go sour, they have a right to even ask you, what happened? Because you invited them.
Yeah, that's true.
And things are weird.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, that's brilliant, man. So did you go into teaching? Or did you teach?
I did when I did my assignments, and one time I was broke, I went to look for a job. Yeah. And then after a month, something came up, and then I didn't go back again. I wanted to be a teacher in prison.
What?
So I went to Sun City. It's called what's it called? Correctional Service. Natural.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah, but it's popular known as Sun City. I went there as well, but yeah, the fear as soon as I came in, like there was this energy. I was like, no, I'm scared.
I don't think
I want to be a teacher in prison, so I was like, no. Let me go back to music. What I know and what I love best.
I actually went and did life orientation in prison in Sun City. So I joined these white people. They're like, Sipa, come join us. I went to Sun City. No, but also, like you say, the energy there is completely... But I enjoyed it. It was a different experience, but I think I did it once.
Never get exactly.
I don't trust these niggas, man.
You won't. Like I was there cocating, and I was like, I took the numbers. They told me everything. I already have a qualification,
Yeah.
I was like, let me stay broke.
Once. So how did you bump into music?
Okay, I was a professional cyclist, doing well for myself, bronze medalist. I was number 3.
You were doing cycling?
Professionally.
This nigga, what have you done?
I was doing so well in a way Metro FM called me. Kaya FM. That was my first big radio interview. Before I even knew I was going to be a musician. Because I was junior, I was 17 years old. By that time, I was the only black, and I was number 5 or number 4. Out of 200 people. I was doing really, really, really well. So I was one of those, cyclists that they knew that they were going to do well. It's either Tour de France or Olympics. That's how good I was. And the following year, I was turning professional, 18 years. And then boom, I turned professional. I was still doing well. And then I was number 3 again when I was professional. Gauteng and then Norris Park. I qualified to go to SA Champs in Durban.
What?
Went there to Durban, cycle, training. Everything was so well, like nothing is short. As soon as the race started, I know things are going well, and then Bansiaka is split second. Or 1 second. And then that's how I didn't qualify. But the nice part is that my teammate, which was Opamaduleke, got to qualify. Was Malaysia. Yeah, I think it was Malaysia, that's a Commonwealth. Yeah, so that's the nice part. At least I didn't get to go, but my teammate got to go. So I believe he was representing all of us.
Yeah.
And from there, One time, go training with him. I saw his brother. Nakonali guitar on top of bed. Their brother, I asked him, "Whose guitar is this?" Like, "Yeah, brother." And the brother, I very closely. And serious, yeah. And I cannot go University of Cape Town that time. Came back, and then I asked him to teach me. I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Come tomorrow." Indeed, tomorrow, Katla. He thought I was joking. I learned how to play a guitar in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's how quick I was.
What?
Within a month.
Wait, which guitar is it? It
was acoustic.
Oh, an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. Okay. 2 months, and then in 2 weeks, and then first month was like, okay, let me sell you a guitar, 300 rands. I have this other guitar, and then so that at least you start training like airfare, because you'll be much quicker if you go home with it.
Yeah.
I did that indeed. I bought the guitar. It was worse. So he left January, came back June, and came back June. He had nothing to teach me, but I have everything to teach him now. Because I met Euben Nobel at that time. I was a guitarist, so I was learning scales, how to scale. Now I was doing cover about Adele, about Drake, because I was working with Daniel Pumutu Makite at that time. It's another story. I'll mention how we got to meet. So I played guitars, Liena, and then from there I met Taffy the Don. Taffy is the producer who produced that song, what do you call it, listener musician, Azana. Your love is blind, blind, blind.
God, that song
so
is amazing, dog.
Produced many artists. So Taffy founded me. So Taffy is my founder. I discovered my talent. I was giving the lessons to piano by then. And by the way, no one taught me how to play piano. So yeah.
So now you can play piano as well?
I can play piano. No one taught me. I can play bass. No one taught me. I can play guitar. Guitar was taught. And then I can play drums, like fluently, tata machata, like fluent, Yeah. So it was, so I was doing really well in terms of that. And then he saw me playing a piano because I wanted to buy a piano. So I was selecting which ones is nice, and then he saw me playing chords there. It's like, I have a studio. I wanted to, but at the same time got out because it was in Protea South, and in the South is Shacks. So in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm But at the same time, I have this thing burning inside of me that, because now I have matric, I can do whatever I want. Because at home, they're like, after matric, do whatever I want. Anything.
Explore yourself. Yeah.
Everything. And then from there, went to studio, we did a song. After doing a song, I was like, I want to teach you how to do production because you have many skills. And if you don't learn this will go to waste. And then I met Joko's Fanakalo, Jokolina, and then he taught me how to do production. Then the rest, boom, it's history.
So no music school? Nothing?
No music school, even though I wanted to study music, but I was advised not to. That's how talented they saw I was. Or like, person like you shouldn't go to school. Because if you go to school, there are certain things you're going to learn, and then you'll forget about the natural ones that you have already. And besides, enhance your skills further with your time, because you already know music, and study something else, So that was my brother, by the way, Tikana. And I was like, but it was like, it's your choice, but I'm just, saying this. And I'm really glad I took that advice.
So you can read music keys?
Yes. Wait, I can't read music, by the way, but music keys, A, B, C, A sharp, or minor. Definitely. Yeah, the basics. So I won't get lost if you give me a shit. Yeah. I won't get lost.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
So you went from sports to music. You like the other, I think I've spoken to two artists, who both spoke about their love for sports and love for music. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And it's amazing how you leave sports and then music becomes the priority.
Yeah.
You are a professional. Liane, he was a professional soccer player, and then he became a hockey player.
Yeah.
Then he was like, music.
Yeah.
So what is it about music that sort of...
For me, music was always there, to be honest. Even when I was preschool or crash, I was really doing well in terms of music. I was the huge entertainer there. I was singing, dancing, acting, and even in my certificate was written that good with music. Went to primary school, same thing. High school, same thing. So music was always there in me, and I always wanted to play guitar. Just that, growing up, especially black families, music is seen as something which is not career-wise, because we see many guitarists sitting in the corner, they're poor, not having money. So we can't blame them. They have that idea if you want to be a guitarist.
You're going to make money, dog.
Yeah,
So, they don't know.
So that's the thing. So it was always in me. Music was always in me. I was just scared to explore it.
Yeah.
My grandfather, my late grandfather, though, saw it in me, and he told me straight that you're gonna be a musician. You can do all those things before I was even a musician.
What?
I legit promise you. Till this day, I still hear him saying it. You're gonna be a musician. You're gonna be a musician. You're gonna be a musician. My late brother, the other one, he told me that you're gonna be known. You're gonna be known. You're gonna. Before I even know how to play guitar, so I don't know. And yeah.
So, I mean, do you think? I mean, what I pick up is that there's power in words and power in manifesting things.
Yeah.
So, for instance, grandfather Obone something that you didn't see in you, and he said it, and he planted a seed.
Yeah. That's true.
Somebody, your brother also watered the seed, and he planted his own seed.
That's true.
Years after, it's out. And you're like, damn, why do I have this shade?
That's true.
Why am I eating all these fruits?
That's true. That's true.
It's amazing how words can equally build you and equally destroy you.
That's true.
How did you manage to, especially as you are coming up, stay away from negative talk and yeah?
Cycling taught me that cycling is one of the most hardest sports to do, to be honest. And if you're professional, especially because you're on a bicycle 6 hours a day, minimum 4 hours. On a bike, no rest. Like on a bike, cycling, you cover like 200. Fix, yeah.
So
yeah, I always bending. Even now, my posture is not good. It's bad because even when I walk, the faster I walk, the more I bend. Yeah, that's how serious it was. So that taught me discipline. So if cycling couldn't break me, there's nothing, no words can break me. Like I legit promise you. So cycling really taught me discipline. Now I know why God led me to do cycling. But for me to have that hardness, very tough. Because the music industry, baba.
It's rough.
Musician, let me say this. Actually, I need to say this while looking at the camera. Musicians are likely to be more depressed 3 times than a normal human being or a normal person. So whatever you go through, whatever you work, you have to work 3 times harder than any 9-to-5 guy or normal being. If you are depressed, you'll be 3 times more depressed than any other normal. If you're stressed, 3 times. So before you even get into industry, know these things. I believe people, before they're even famous or before they become famous or before they even blow, they need to go through counseling. Because you enter a world where you don't know. It's not normal going the street, people are greeting you. It's not normal, people are touching you. Because you don't know how to react from that. Because one mistake, you do a mistake and then boom, you're trending on Twitter, not even knowing whatever we're doing wrong. So I believe counseling is also needed for people before they even become famous.
But now, the challenge story, where do you get the counseling? I mean, let's say Mokasia Moshawel. Where would you go?
Explore your talents. Explore your skills.
Okay.
Your skills. So a lot of people, our youth, like to explore with women.
Oh.
They like to explore with men. They like to explore with relationships. You don't explore with someone's heart.
Yeah.
You don't explore with alcohol. You don't explore. You're killing yourself. You're not exploring.
Yeah.
Or YOLO.
Yeah.
You can't explore with YOLO.
Yeah.
You need to explore with your talents. Your talents will channel you to the right path because they'll give you that experience. Or the time where you need to go where you're meant to go. Or what you're born to do, you know that time you're already mentally strong and physically and emotionally strong. So cycling was the channel to teach me how to be strong mentally, physically as well, and emotionally. There's some people who even tell me that when it is shy. There's no such a shy, just that I've trained my heart to choose a whole this I can, this I can, this I can, this I can. So that's the thing. So people are like, no, you don't have I have emotions, but I've been through a lot in a way that I know how to handle this. I know how to handle popularity. I know how to handle these things, those kind of things.
And I think sports has a powerful way of teaching you discipline and shutting the noise out and focusing and winning and achieving. And then how to applause from people, you know how to handle it better. So sports teaches you quite a lot. So I'm glad you went through that path because, as you say, the musical journey, it's a lonely path. It's a reckless, ruthless journey. It's left many people dead as paupers. As you say, a lot of musicians, by Lungore, as you say, they didn't work on their skills, their talents, improve themselves. They became depressed and they left the music. They hated the music.
Some pass away.
And pass away.
We have many stories of artists who pass away. Unfortunately, I cannot mention their names, but it's even though it's not a secret.
It's known.
Yeah, from people from artists from idols, they pass away, like they die out of stress, they die out of depression. I believe
not much has been said about it.
Yeah, I believe they got in without the counseling.
Yeah. And the mentorship.
Yeah, because you don't make, just because you make music doesn't mean you make money. Hey, people. People badlala. I had the biggest song 2017 and 18. It was in Chiawelo. Huge, also 500k streams. High rotation on Metro FM. Yeah. That's where Fresh first knew about me, DJ Fresh.
Yeah.
Playing a Fresh breakfast show. I'd walk in a taxi, Baba, they'd be playing my music, Baba, and I'd pray someone not to recognize me.
What?
Baba, I'd go from SABC, come on, to sing Golf 7, later 700,000 rand car playing my music, Baba. While combat takes, not even having one. I legit promise you guys. Mo uskake. People, don't choose this industry if it didn't choose you. My heart that time. My heart. It was huge. My song was doing really well. It was that time mine was doing really well. Up until it got into Metro, DJ Ken also pushed my music. I don't wanna lie. He's one of the influencers who made sure music work because he was telling me how talented I am.
Yeah.
Proverb as well that time.
Yeah.
Who else was Proverb? Hey man, it was, so at that time I had a huge song, but I literally had nothing. I didn't even have means ya taxi. Like my brother's there, hey, what do you can ask my brother? Hey, I need so and so. Ask my mother this and this. I don't have transportation. Interviews, they want me. Some interviews I had to turn down because like in a challenge. People, it's not as people, they see me now, wearing nice jackets. It took me 10 years to wear the people. They see me driving now, like, and in that 10 years, you need to remember, I was not getting a cent. So, in order for me to make one hit song, that would get me at least there to get deals. I got 3 deals after that song.
Okay.
And with that song, I lost like 1 million to 900,000 rands.
What?
I promise you. So the song, what happened with it? I tried to go to the record labels, huge ones, deal. I was like, I have this huge song and I'm doing well, I'm talented. They looked at me, or shame. And then I released the song. Until the song is gonna be huge. Now all those numbers, they couldn't be counted. So it was because I released it for free. And then now when we sat down to calculate, we found out that shit, this is how much you lost. Okay, now deals were coming in. Okay, now we want to be ready so that when you do another hit song, everything is channeled.
You know exactly.
And then now I got the distribution deal. Content Connect Africa called me. I was like, fine that. And then I got a publishing deal. Plan A called me. It was Gavin. And then I got my manager, Faith Siporo, like, I love her so much. She's the one who actually connected the dots. Faith Siporo, a huge shout out to you. I love you so, so, so much. And then I got, what else I got? Now I was getting deals. So everyone was making sure that whatever hit song you have now, you are ready. Yeah.
Prepared.
So now we are prepared. So I got the deal because I'm like, okay, you're capable of making hits.
Yes.
And then that's the kind of money I lost. But still, I was working, guys. No money, no nothing. But I was like, I know this industry. So in that time, there was a part whereby I lost weight even. Because now I was overthinking. I thought after making this song, this was going to happen. I lost like dramatical weight. I lost weight. So people are asking, why are you losing weight? I'm like, no, I'm always in studio. Lies. Yes, I'm always in studio. But inside,
eating you.
Yeah, inside a part of me. So I'm starting to talk about it now because I've healed from it. And then I'm born and gaining no weight.
So glad.
I'm size 34. I went from size 30 to I'm now size 34.
What?
So if I lose weight now, it's a healthy one.
Man. So now, it's fascinating what you're saying because a lot of youngsters don't know just the industry, how tough it is.
Yeah.
And even though you think you've got a hit, you think you've made it,
Nada.
And also, I mean, we've seen the record labels. I mean, a lot of stuff has been coming out. We know, like the likes of Mabala Noise, artists, the Stable, Barry, Nyugo, they were paid Boma 3,000. Now you understand, Ore, actually the record label keeps you alive. Maybe
It's true.
take you to gigs, take you everywhere, take you to interviews. Maybe that's why about 3,000.
It's calculated.
Because everything else costs money.
Yeah, even fortunate if you still get money, have a house, they have a car, they still pay for you. The thing about our South African artists, they want to live a superstar life. But our industry, I do made.
Yeah. It's not like that.
Our industry, I do made. Yes, America, they do, because they sell the whole world. That's why when they send them easy for $100 million US, which is like $1 billion when it comes to South Africa. It's normal. It's normal for them. But as we sell here in South Africa, and you sell for like 20,000 people, and then you want to live a superstar life. You can't. You can, but then you need to work to it. Yeah, you cannot just get a deal and be like, no, I got a deal. Still need to push yourself.
And then you get to your metros, you get to your big radio stations, then you think you've made it. And then you don't do the work behind the scenes.
Thank you.
To sustain your popularity.
That's true.
So it gets to the head, and
That's
now you no longer train, you no longer go to the studio on time.
That's true.
You drink in the studio. Hey, let's have a show in the studio.
Occupy the radio, go studio.
They're taking drugs, and they think they're gonna sustain.
That's true. The nice part about me is that those who work with me, they also know, Kari, I have this, I believe it's a discipline whereby when I work, no oka pipe, no alcohol. You drink, yes, but you're going to drink after. Yeah. So that's the other discipline that I do have. Why? If you don't take yourself serious, they don't take you serious. So this other time, Nikinadi DJ Stoke. So I used to write music for him. He called me, hey, ZIPHEKO. It was Neo. So how I met Stoke was through Lokshin Deep, by the way. And then went to studio, then they come now, we had other artists, vocalists, they wanted to come in, So now as soon as Baba Tlhakone, I was like, hey guys, we have this. And they respected me for that, now we're even taking you more. So not that we're not taking you serious, but you see how important this is to you. And that's how I even get to keep them around till this day,
Because Wabona, you become an example that you want them to see in you.
That's true. So I don't go how popular I are. As soon as you go into studio, I say it's popular. Because if you were that popular as much as you think, you wouldn't have called me. Yeah. So
I respect that.
Yeah. And I make it easier for you to even work. I make it a clean environment, nice environment. Like, no guys, I don't have problem with people who smoke and drink. I have problem smoking and drinking whilst we're working.
Yeah. Because it's easy to lose your mind.
Very.
Yeah. Something to do with why you are there.
Very.
And the studio time, you pay for it.
You pay for it, it's true. And at that time I had a deal with K Cool Productions. So it was in I was working from 6 to. So if I work at night, up until the following morning. If I work in the morning, I work morning, and then the others will come at night. So your time is limited there.
You can't waste a minute.
You can't, though. Sometimes whereby I wouldn't even bath. Yeah, I have to say this guy. There were days I still remember Kunde was in Nigeria. So when he went to Nigeria, he left me with the Kia studio. So which means I have 5 or 6 days. I didn't bath for 4 days. I still remember I had to bath on the 5th day. My friend even came to call me in studio like, bro, this is not normal.
What?
So I was like, guys, you need to chase your dream as hard and as much as you want to breathe. Because I chased the dream as hard and as much as I wanted to breathe as well. So that's what happened. So I was always in studio, always grinding. So I always pushed, guys. And that's how much I wanted this to work till this day.
So, I mean, I love your story, man, because it's a story of discipline, focus, and consistency.
Yeah.
Because also consistently, you easily fall off.
That's true.
So you've worked with a couple of, you've mentioned a number of them. Now this song that just now blew up, now you're sitting on 700,000 streams.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that song.
So I did Ngelo Siam. I did it 2019. So this song was there long time ago. It was one of those songs where I was like, okay, I'm going to release it at the right time. And indeed, this, I believe, was the right time. Because that time, I don't think it was the right time. Because there was this also thing of me that, what if you do another hit song and then it goes in and then you're still working, you still don't have money. It's going to stress you even worse. Because there were people who would meet me and be like, "Are you serious with ZIPHEKO?" I'm like, yeah, like, there's no way you're not ZIPHEKO. Because how I looked, how I had no money, guys. You know?
And it's stressful. Last time you.
Not saying, you know, those kind of things. But you can see someone who no, this is not ZIPHEKO.
Yeah.
But this is not the pay. And I said, why I was too talented. So another part of me was also scared. Okay, what if I do this one again? And then back to square one, you know, those kind of things. So I saved the song. I held on to it. I wrote the song, even. And then from there, I released the song on my EP January. I was like, this is the right time, because now I've healed on whatever I've healed. I have more knowledge, I have deals, I have everything. And then boom, I released the song. 2 months later, I hear the song is doing rounds on the internet. I get 500k streams. What? I check another 100k, and then there's my other guy, Jans, an artist from France, who inboxed me. I discovered your music. Oh, nice, Jans. And then he's telling me my music is playing at the boutique shop. I was like, what? Yeah, this Ngerozi was a gamer. I'm sitting on a hit song I don't know, and I was supposed to release the sing it. Call my team, searched it. Hey, it's true. Now I had to hold on to the music I wanted to release. This is the current
let's
situation.
Release this one.
Yeah. So I was supposed to release a single now, but I'm not gonna release because I have a song which is doing really well. So we need to push this one now, and then I hold on to that, and that's how the song came about. And then I did 2 versions. The first one was the Afro House or Afro Pop one, and then the second one was Afro House, which I believe was gonna work well for me because I'm a DJ, performer as well, guitarist. And then, boom, it happened. So I saw now DJ Fresh follows me, DJ Spoo follows me. So when they followed me, they told me how talented I am. They didn't just follow; they follow, play my music. But I was like, what if they're hyping me? Can't you know, these guys were genuine, telling me how talented I am. It's not lies. It's the truth.
So you just doubted yourself. How is it possible?
Yes, I think I did doubt myself. Yeah. Sorry. Can you pause a bit? Okay. I'm sorry.
Welcome back. This is the Free Ride Podcast. And of course, I'm still chilling with my guy, ZIPHEKO. He's breaking it down for us. And of course, I'm learning a lot. I mean, I'm just learning a lot about this industry because I love music. I don't think I'm a musician. I know I'm not. But I love music, you know? So every time I speak to people who are creative, such as yourself, I always want to pick your brain. How exactly do you because you produce something we love, you know? I always say to musicians, you guys are responsible for happiness in the country. You know, during dark days of apartheid, it was music that used to
take you through, guys.
Heal us.
That's true.
You know, that's why you find even when people are down, they will sing. Lava protester, they will sing.
Happy said,
they'll be like,
sing,
you know, then they praise God, they sing gospel.
True.
You know, so, and I always thought musicians are not given the credit given. Because musicians should be right up there, like Bomfundi, right up there with teachers, right up there with people who are responsible for. Because we've got social problems. And the people that can heal us.
That's true. For those social problems.
You know, motolare ki stressed, kilono, music. I'm sad, music. Banchadi, music.
Speaking about Banchadi music. So, also for Banchale, you know, they dumped me, guys, so it also contributed to who I am. So I still remember, the park that we're sitting at, the right park that we're sitting at, my girlfriend who broke my heart, it was here. So, you know, the nice part...
Where were you standing, man?
So we'll be here, we'll be that other side as well. So, you know, the nice part about it is what? The thing is, I couldn't give up on becoming a musician because I told her so much already. And the vision that I want, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be. Now, give upping was not an option. So it was also part of the fuel. So every time when someone breaks my heart, they actually tell up paraffin. You know, go on, oh, because I can't afford to be that ex-boyfriend. You see why I need someone to see him be like, hey, yeah, man,
hey, floppy.
Yeah, besides floppy, it'll be like, yeah, like yeah. So I'm that guy. So it also contributed. It also contributed. If they were here, I'd even thank them. You know, even those who hurt me, I'd be like, yo, guys, you contributed. I took that hit and be like, I'm gonna run away with this.
Normally, there's no lesson learned there. There's nothing. There was no.
Sometimes, so that you can become this person that you are.
Yeah.
The thing about us men these days is that after utlaliwa, we're now angry, not forget. Like, ask yourself, what did you do wrong? Because always like saying, she did this, but at the same time, okay, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
So that when the next person comes, can say, okay, so let me equip myself here and here and here. So we like equipping ourselves. That's our thing.
Do you think, Rona, as Machita, we have a problem with self-introspection? Like, we try to, I once had this conversation about back in the day, some guys, if nebare were now that's how they would identify you. But because they could not identify you by profession. Right now, people introduce themselves. This is who I am. I'm a marketing executive. I'm a CEO. I'm a blah 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 blah. There's no longer an attachment to a surname like before. Before, no whatever.
That's true.
Your surname, because that's how you are rooted. And then came this civilization or this economy, Gauteng, Johannesburg, modernization, where people just now became, what I do is who I am.
That's true.
But I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
true.
Let's hear that.
That's true.
So I don't know what happened.
So the thing first, you need to understand that what you do is not who you are. Yeah, because what you do when you pass away and meet your creator, you won't say, your creator will ask you something else. Yes, I know you were a musician or popular, but who are you? Yeah, that's the thing. So we need to divide tightly who you are. Yeah, people need to understand that. And then in terms of us, Majita, there's something we need to understand. Us as men, we still when I say we still go that concept at the old days. What I mean about that is that women have equipped so much in a way that even the government empowered them, which is not wrong, but they forgot to also uplift men to say, okay, this is how you handle yourself in this now and then. What I mean about that is part of the reasons as well why what do you call this, body gender based violence is that sometimes men what do you call it?
We're not counseled or helped.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
Of which is not to justify the tonton. But what I'm trying to say is, men sometimes backdate because you still believe even though it was wrong, and it's still wrong.
Look, I think the legacy of apartheid was so bad in that, and I give this context because I think, like my grandparents, right? They had to move from Komaghaeng, and luckily from my father's side, my grandfather moved with my grandmother to go Dobsonville. Generally, natlotloela my grandfather and my grandmother go Ramatlababa, go Northwest, and then come here, find another wife, and then maybe my father, my father has no father to look up to learn from. Maybe every 2 months or whatever. And therefore we grew up a lot of anger where, like, I know my father did not have a really good relationship with his father. That's why he had no relationship with me.
Yeah.
He felt, no man, it's normally not being on the same level in Musia.
That's why it's also our responsibility now as men to catch up to that. Because now, as I mentioned, there's a loophole. So that this thing, women need to feel safe around us.
They need to.
They need to feel safe around us. So we need to catch up on those kind of things. That's why now we are a generation whereby we love our daughters all. We love our sons all. And we also need to be a generation whereby we teach our sons, okay, this is how you also handle yourself. Because what happens is, so they learn how to cook, they learn the stories, but the boy wants as soon as so they don't get to learn those things. So at least us, we're the generation over, but we need to bring the boy child in.
So true, man.
We need to bring the boy child. I'm speaking from a boy child because there's so much hate that I've experienced as a boy child as well. But I think no. I'm doing good, guy. Oh, if I do this, I'm gonna repeat. That's why I don't find it as an excuse. I'll get out side or no, it's because I saw my mother was beating up. I also saw violence, but I'm not a violent person. I also saw msindo, but I'm not a msindo person. In fact, many of my relationship they defeated because they only msindo. As soon as I msindo, I leave because I don't know msindo. It's not me. I don't want to start msindo. That's the thing. So now at least we're the generation whereby. And besides, the type of careers that I chose, they need you to have a certain discipline. I can't afford to be good at fights. I can't afford, those kind of things. So I need to avoid the fights. I need to avoid, no matter how hard we'll break, you need to avoid, because it also the hardship of this career I chose. No matter how hard I have to walk away. That's also one of the sad parts of the careers that I chose. Because one mistake, you're done, Baba. You're gone, Baba. We no longer need newspapers to be written off. You need Twitter. Twitter will write you off in 1 minute. You don't even need a day.
But it's black Twitter, though.
Whether it's Twitter, it will write you off. Because now a newspaper, it's like Twitter. You see now the journalism on Twitter.
They are there.
Those kind of things. So now, it's other sad parts of career. You've chosen the career, but no matter how hard you need to
carry on.
Carry on.
And not retaliate. And really
that's why you need now a coping mechanism, how to cope with those mental hardships in Totsejwal.
It's so difficult because I remember go primary school, go dopes. Actually, all the primary schools I went to, how they used to just mur us. If my mistress and atrapara pause. I remember this one teacher, my head. And then Elena Negispitanyana. So we gave the lecturing in a Gitala Mopilayon, Barikasara, Kirkosara, Nerfeto Movela with lessons in Chava Feto Kenyamotlakasi. So the teaching's going on, off. Kirai, Azanga Tabuga electricity, Sarar, 5 rand. Carfoy, otherwise Kikoble Lamem. Kara, one side. I am in La Sarane. I check a copy. Babylon Rotofitara, I remember Copoya toilet. Tapitara remember Masihuari or Kabuga electricity.
Because on off.
She humiliated me. Oh my God. And then on Shapaga camp belt.
Snap.
Who the hell takes a camp belt to mur a child? West part Usha Modi Masho and my back. So and so many teachers did that. They humiliated a lot of, and some guys never broke out of it.
And especially a boy child. Because they are seen as this strong. They can take the beating way more. That's true.
So and then you forget why so many men are so violent? Because they have a tracker or
I know. A lot of people were paid him, but once it's not to justify.
It's not an excuse.
Not an excuse.
No,
we're not justifying anything. Yeah, it's still wrong, but you know. But at least you also, as men, and that you educating each other. Where did we go wrong? Where can we fix so that it can be betterment for the nation? That's what we're trying to do now. And we're taking the music, as you mentioned. The nice part is it's the music that brought us to even come to this conversation. So we know also trying to get, okay, where did we get wrong? So you're telling me a story now where we went wrong. Okay, how can we fix? You know, it's our responsibility. I so wish more men could have such conversations on a daily basis so that women can feel safe. Not just women, but you know the sad part, us as men, we're also afraid of men.
No, we are.
Because you can see 5 or 4 men coming approaching us right now. I promise you, we'll be scared.
When I did the altitude fitilin so that I get the shake so
That's true. But it's why? Because they're men. Because we also know inside of men, there's this cause, as you mentioned, where did it go wrong? Now we say, oh, it started here, it started here. But I believe it shall end. I believe it shall end.
My brother, you know, it's been so much amazing to talk to you, but I haven't touched on 2 issues. So one of them, you've talked about you producing, you've talked about your music, now you've got a record label as well.
Yes, and which I'm comfortably okay because I was not comfortable before. You know, because sometimes the dream was too big for other people, but now reality is no longer because that time, you know, I'm still working, I'm saying I own a record label. Where how do you even run it? And believe it or not, that time I was running a record label without even a cent, but it was bringing in something. We started cashing in our first royalties 2018. Yeah, 1919, sorry. It was February, I still remember. I won't forget that day.
What? New weekend, you were like,
I won't forget that day. Story for another day, but I won't forget that day.
Wow, man.
And then that's where things started to, you know, now my distributors, they're now collecting, you're going to do this. Artists that I had signed as well, even though never some managed to call them. So that's the nice part. Everything can be tracked. That's why there's nothing, you know, because everything is tracked. That's what it's you know. That's the nice part. So I own a record label. Started Royal Heart Entertainment 13, 14, somewhere there. Yeah, when I started it. And then I was signed Raps Bafui at that time as the Count of Blessings. I was a guitarist on one of the Peanuts High, you know. And then after I decided, before even a year ended, and then I decided to part ways. I left, and then in good faith though, not in
no bad blood.
It was nice and And then I started the Daniel Pomutsomakiti, the creative director, because he always believed in me. That's why I started the record label, combined the resources, and then boom, now it's officially an established record label. And then last year, June, which is 2021, I managed to sign one of the biggest deals I believe I've ever signed, Rockstar TV. MTN as well. So I signed the contract, got 2 of my artists as well on. So
wait,
full
with
marketing, Rockstar TV. Yeah.
And MTN.
MTN, Rockstar. Yeah.
What?
My Rockstar. Why am I forgetting this? But it's Rockstar. And then they gave me full marketing. I've been trying to get there for years because I knew I have very beautiful music. The only thing I needed is to be plugged. And then Faith, my manager, managed to, you know, make things happen. Yeah. So
and sometimes you need a lady, right?
Yeah. But besides that, she's got nice brains. You know, she's very and she believes in me more than anything. That's the thing. Because Faith had that thing, no matter what. Like, hey, no matter what, this is going to happen. Sure, she had that thing, even if it took long. But she had that thing. And then, boom, I finally managed to get the deal. And then got my artist those deals. And then now I'm currently signing others. Already signed 2. I'm signing. Actually, I already have 4. Because we need to sign more. If there's more, yes, we can sign more. Because I managed to get these ones the deal. Because I sign you so that I can make your career established. And then, boom, I did that. I signed, it was Buhle. And then I signed Nomgolo. So their music are also available. It's a Royal Heart Entertainment. And then their shows are going to also come out, and then ZIPHEKO's show as well. I also consider myself an artist at Royal Heart as well, so I signed myself as well. And then,
so you wear another hat, only the artist,
yes.
the management hat,
yes.
the owner.
I'm still the producer, I'm still the engineer, I'm a guitarist, keyboard pianist, I sometimes do backing vocals, I'm the songwriter of the songs, like I do many things, guys. Like, believe it or not, I also write the music.
So how do you do all of that, my brother? Like, there's only 24 hours in one day.
That's the thing. That's why I work like 20 hours, and then 4
20
hours.
hours?
Yeah, and then 4 hours I sleep, and then maybe that time where I break down my body is like I can't anymore. I'll just sleep wherever I am. I'll just pass it out. But that's I'm telling you this to show you how much I want this as much as I want to breathe. It's not just to show you, Horin, but just that I have an appointment with the future and I cannot miss that appointment.
Hey,
But it's the honest
Hey, I'm
truth.
getting some goosebumps up in here, man. Damn.
That's the thing. So I don't allow any distraction.
I love your level of focus, dog. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And I can believe it because, you know, when you say you're a professional athlete or sports person, to get there, it takes some level of discipline.
Yes.
And hours of practice.
Food you eat.
And that time it's you and the road, dog. And there's no friends, there's no nothing. The bike hurts you on your own, but you still go forward. So it prepared you. And you know, like, Negefa, somebody an example. When you see a gold ring, you see a gold necklace, you only see the finished product.
That's true.
You don't know, like, somebody had to go and dig that thing out.
That's the same thing when they see the artists that I've built. They don't see what I've done behind closed doors. They see them as they see them. And that's why when they come and take chances and be like, no, they're not pushing as hard as they were supposed to push you, forgetting that I got them raw. To be where they are so that you can have an opinion. Yeah, so they just see a gold fair, like, you got, you know, so it's the same thing as the raw chain that you're mentioning.
They just see the finished product.
That's true.
It went through so much heat. It had to be beaten. Beaten. You know,
that's
so
true.
And I'm so happy that that's how you see what you do, got these young people.
That's
because
true.
I believe in development of young people.
That's true.
And I believe in developing people, man. I mean, we are Africans. We should be developing each other.
That's true.
Especially as black people.
That's true.
Because Jewish people do it, Afrikaners do it, Chinese do
it. Yeah.
You know, and Nigerians, they do it. Rona, black South Africans, we cannot be seen to be pulling ourselves apart. You know, so I'm so happy to hear your story, dog. Like,
no, thank you so much.
I can see already the future. And I'm like, this nigga's gonna be big, and I'm gonna say he was,
yeah, no, definitely, because it's what I've been preaching all along, and I've said too much to many people, so I can't afford not to go there.
And I got a question.
Okay,
please do ask.
You know, these many artists, as I'm an artist myself, I make music, and I bump into people that make music to bump in studio when you come through and say, I also have a song. They don't necessarily know what is the importance of registering your music with your Samros and Risas and what the Risa does for you. So what can you tell artists out there that are still bedroom artists but need to get it right, need to get the business part right, because the business part is what most artists are not getting right.
Number one, I like how you asked it, because that's the very same knowledge that they need to get, because that knowledge, if they don't get it, they end up saying record label, producer, screw them over just because they didn't fix the business part. It's very important to register even the dumbest song can think of, because the dumbest song can think of can be the biggest song you can even think of. That's the first thing, because if you don't register that song, I promise you, you'll hear that song playing in Limpopo being number one. That time that song was supposed to cash 500,000 or 100K. That time you don't know. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, yeah, that person who took my music and played there, what stole my music? But you forgot to register the music. So what happens? Samro has made things easier. You don't pay Samro. Instead of Samro to collect for you and pay for you, Baba. That's the nice part. So you don't pay Samro. Go there, or register. After registering, you register online. All you need to do, you're online, you click the name of the song, a duration yapina, who's the composer, who's the author, if there's author, and simple steps, and then that's it. So we have that thing of creating, and forgetting the business part of it. Fine, you're gonna create, but also know that 10% of whatever you see, it's only the creation. The rest is 90%. That's why I find that people who do 90% are more richer than those who don't do music. So what I did, I started the 10%, I started the 90%, and I see what can I do. So I found that 10%. It's only music. I'm very talented, way talented than you can think. But it took me years to be where I am, why I was still learning the 90%. If talent was really the only thing that needed, I would have blown long time ago. I make serious music that, even celebrities themselves they call me themselves and come and produce many artists. I produced Brian Temba, I produced Kabomu, Sizophakama, that song, Njengembali, Kabomu, Kundayo, who else? I was Workstoki, DJ Lokshin Deep, I'm working with them as well. Many. Why didn't I blow? It shows it's 10%. It's 10%. So what I did, I learned the 90%. Okay, at least 9% can still chow here. Why is you waiting to blow? So in terms of answering your question, yes, it's very important for them to also understand the business part of things, because that's where the 90% is. 10%, yes, it's music, but my friend, I was do mage, I sokbugera, sidle thina ke, hayi.
Alright.
You got it, see? It's dope, man.
I hope they got it too.
I hope they got it too.
Because they like making music, tell you how talented they are. It's not bad as well.
Fine.
But my set story, so if they can listen, you heard my story saying that I released good data followers, how much I lost?
Yeah.
When you calculated? Yeah.
1.something,
I was on 10%, thinking that because I'm talented, things are going to happen. Baba, it doesn't work like that. This is South Africa. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
I love how you were very clear for it. 10% is the singing and creation of the music.
That's it.
The 90% is the business aspect.
Whether you like it or not.
Most people don't even look at.
Whether you like it or not. That's why I find that they say, hey, so and so chow my money. So they didn't chow your money, my friend. You just didn't understand. Yes, there are people who they via robber, those kind of things.
They don't say anything to you.
But majority, if they rob you, at least in approval this, they won't even. It's only that few whereby they chow them that it happens. Yeah. But majority, it's lack of knowledge. Plus, and it is something they think as soon as they want something to blame on or someone to blame on, that if my career doesn't move, it's through this. Because now they've seen that since I'm an artist, I'm more likely to be depressed 3 times higher than any other human being. And need to understand some parts whereby, well, now you're not famous, there are certain jobs you can no longer take. There are certain jobs you can no longer take unless you meet a certain, maybe you went to school, you have a degree, you haven't done. So if you don't have that degree, may take care and they think, damn it, I have to work here. Let me blame this guy that my career didn't move. I legit promise you, that's how it works. If only knew what the things we talk about during closed doors. Because there are people who even blame me today for careers not moving. The only thing that made Hore was come blame. It's Sambro. Why? There's proof. People got paid. And then
you covered your paper trail.
Everything. So there's no one can say you stole this, even if it was said. But it doesn't, like, the only thing it's not even go fair, like, it's there. So people, what I've learned, artists manage to, they want to blame. And one thing people need to know, artists are abusive. We go through a lot of abuse. I too go through a lot of abuse with artists. But it's something that I've signed up for and I'm ready for it and I can also handle it. So artists, very abusive.
Some of them are like prima donnas. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Go also behave in this manner. Like, how do you degrade another human being?
That's true.
Like, how do you speak down on someone? How do you become this arrogant?
I have this thing called they're talented. Hey, I'm talented, I make music. It's not like that. Look at me. I have one of the biggest songs, Baba.
Yeah.
I haven't even gigged this year. I'm starting my first gig this coming week. But I have one of the biggest songs called Afro House. But yet, I still contain myself because I know this industry works like this. And there are people who don't even make music the way I make music. But they're way popular. Why? They understood the 90% and the 10%. That's why now they do even 10% music. Yeah. They don't even do, I know, because they know, no. They do, you find that the song has only 5 or 7 instruments. That's it. It has a guitar, maybe vocal, repeater. But the song is making money and rounds, Baba. They understood the 90 and the 10%.
And some of the songs, I remember, like, when Gom was like,
yo.
I remember both Babes and all these. They were like Durban was dropping hits after hit.
Yeah.
And then now with Amapiano, it's like the tables have turned. Like it's crazy, you know. And that time, Onanore, you are going to blow up and stay at the top forever.
Yeah, that's true.
But the music journey, man, it's something amazing.
You know, it's so sad in a way that even those who are well known, they don't have as much as we think they have. But just because they sold you a certain lifestyle, they cannot manage to go back. Okay, this is who I live. I live with them. I see them. They even call, I won't mention people's names. That's how sad it is. Some even call me just for Ribu, I've been here, so what can you do? Because I believe I'm very genuine. Because even when we met, some will be like, no, they'll be coming and tell me stories. So like, guys, you're all in this industry, number one. So I hear you guys talking about, you're big, yes, mama, and doing this. You're going to be out in reality. Even the biggest artist in the world, at some point, they're out. If you don't die, you're out of fashion or you're a resting legend. Between these three. It's really it. Now, if you misuse this chance, I even told them, no, I'm next. So the industry is waiting for someone next.
It's true. So I heard this 150 Cent's interview. So they're like, he was talking about record labels. He's like, if you think Whitney Houston was big, imagine how much money went into a PR exercise.
Exactly.
So, and then he was talking about the music then, what they spend on PR and marketing compared to now when it's streaming. How the game has changed. They would spend 200 million on Whitney Houston, and today they'll spend 5 million on an artist.
That's true.
And then you say Whitney was big, and then you're like, but hold on. Actually, do you understand how much went into building it?
That's true, because there was no social media at that time.
Habari already said 200 million copies worldwide. You must ask yourself how much money went into that campaign.
That's true.
And then when you want to be big and compare yourself to artists, they've got millions backing them up.
Guys, I sign artists. I see this every day. I have to cancel artists. Some even come back to me. I'm like, no, it's not happening. I'm like,
what did you think?
Wait. All I say is wait. I don't sell dreams. That's why I'm very happy I'm talking about this deal, because I got everyone that I signed in. Because the sad part is, if I didn't get this, I was going to be seen as not a good person or a person who lies. Even though it took time, but I had to constantly say, wait, it's coming, wait. I work with artists. Artists, they think they're superstars. I promise you. They even tell you that you're picking my music is not doing rounds, you're pushing yourself more than everyone. How can a producer compete with an artist to sing? Artists are stars. Producers are the skies. No sky, no star. How can the sky compete with the stars? How is that even possible?
You can't compare the two. You can't.
How do you even compress that in your mind and be like, this producer is competing with me? Because no producer knows you. I signed you so that you can be, it's my job as a producer to produce artists. Now you're saying, how is that even possible?
Yeah. There can't be a star without the sky.
There won't be the sun without the sky. We see the sky, it blue is the sun. Yeah, sky do and the star. Sky doesn't even do anything. Here's the sad part about the sky. No one talks about the sky, but it's always there, making every star shine.
You talk about the stars that are there, the moon.
Same with the music industry. No one talks about the producer, but every artist that the producer touched.
Yeah. And so many.
Did you hear how many artists I produce speaking about now?
Yeah.
But no one talks about me. That's the reality. We even accept as producers. It's our job. We don't compete.
And the star does not give credit to the producers and the people behind them.
It's fine. Same as the sky. The sky doesn't,
It's like they have to do
the
that.
sky does not expect credit.
Doesn't. That's why we are okay
from
with
the
it.
stars.
Yeah.
Okay, you appreciate the stars. Let's go.
Where are the stars at?
That's why as a sky, you constantly you have to remind the star that you need to keep on shining. If you don't shine, you'll fall off, and people when you fall off, they see you as a shooting star. Because a shooting star, it's a star that fell off. Yeah. And once you fall, you don't come back again. Yeah. So it's even sad to see an artist that you produce go down. There's talents that I've produced, and then as soon as they're there, they think that then they go down. Because that's not the dream and the vision that I saw for them. Yeah.
Yo, I can chat to you the whole hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Your wealth of knowledge is just inspiring, my brother. I think this is a podcast very important for those who want to get into the game.
Yeah.
And I think it's also just open to anybody who wants to succeed in anything they want to do.
That's true.
If you have identified your talents, you hone your skills within those talents, be passionate about them, work 20 hours a day, don't complain, sleep when your body tells you, all right, nigga, you can't carry on.
but sometimes push the limits.
Push the limits. And I love that about what you said, my brother, and I appreciate it. And continue, and I wish you everything of the best.
Thank you so much.
And I see so much as you speak. I see so much like everything your grandfather was saying, your brother was saying, and what you are saying. I'm now seeing. You know, your vision. And
that's true.
And I wish you all the best. Brother.
Thank you. And once again, I'd like to say this, and this is important, guys. Don't explore with women. Don't explore with men. You don't explore with someone's heart. Explore with your talents and your skills. It's very important because our problem is we like exploring with people's hearts. Let's not do that. Explore with your talents and your gifts. If possible, try to, hold yourself from dating as much as you can up until you, find your talents. So that's my more advice I can give to people.
Hey, that's a tough one, Because
I know. That's why I have a lesser success rate.
That's true.
Yeah, it's because of that.
Yeah. Abucheri, spending time on them, investing on them, takes you away from what
your
you
20s is where you have most energy than any other years. So if you waste those, because what we do is we like, playing on our 20s and then our 30s, so like we're serious. My friend, don't have the same energy as that in your 20s. So I wanted to say that. And once again, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my late grandfather, to my late grandmother, to my mother. Let me also mention their names, Matlabe Zulu and Nontuku, for giving me this life and for believing in me. I know they are here with me right now because I'm someone who believes God is spirit, and
we didn't even touch on that.
Even Nabanye, my mother as well, my brother as well, because they contributed to the success that I have. Even today, they're my biggest fans. They are my biggest fans. So thank you so much. Putiki, Mama, Kokwan Matlawe Zulu, Kokwan Nontuk. My mother is Mresha, by the way. So thank you so much.
Your humility, my brother. Your humility. Wait it night. There's something about somebody's spirit, and her spirit is someone to somebody. You can also feel it. I know but you, my brother, your humility, your spirit is amazing, dog. And to be like the man you are today in a difficult industry that you're in, it's really just it's promising. It's promising because you are talking about other young people by Longkhor. You are developing them, and they will learn from you. They will see from you. And you've dropped a lot of pearls of wisdom, man. I'm going to watch this interview a few times.
Thank you.
What did he say here?
3 points.
Point to ponder on later. Ke homework, you see?
I know, thank you. You never know. Maybe I was waiting so hard to know.
Yeah.
For it at the punch, you never know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it came at the right time.
It came at the right time. And the
Came at the right time.
Abokoko who are here with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate the love and the support. We've been blessed today. See?
Hey, yeah, today is the day.
Today's
The start of this podcast.
Hey!
Banana.
Yo!
No, it's another. It's like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
We go over and above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No,
amazing.
Korki under and over.
Yeah.
With the underguards and hey, bro. Look at you.
Thank you so much,
My
guys.
brother,
Like, thank you so much. This was
See?
nice, and
Yeah, man.
Dope, as
If you-
always.
If you can kindly just share to the people where they can find you, socials. And
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. My name is ZIPHEKO, ZIPHEKO, ZIPHEKO. And please stream my music so that the numbers, just 700k plus, can go straight to account ZIPHEKO. Because now the numbers are out there, we can count them, but they are not straight for ZIPHEKO. So please stream my song, Ngelosiyami, I did with Nomculo. ZIPHEKO and Nomculo, Ngelosiyami, African Tech Mix.
Where do they find
so
that
much.
song? Is it on Apple?
It's on Apple, all online stores you can think of, such as Apple, Deezer, Tidal, YouTube,
Spotify.
MTN, Vodacom, Spotify, you name it.
Okay, I just got something. I don't know if Abazala here, your ancestors told me something.
Yeah.
But we need to do another follow-up, right?
Okay.
So I think we'll do a follow-up with one or two of your other artists.
That would be nice because I'm leaving the country as well very soon. So
What?
When I come back as well. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to. I think
Yeah.
that would be a good follow-up.
And let's set up in a way that there's a young performance. You
Okay.
know? Let the artist perform.
Okay.
Bring your guitar.
Yeah, I never know.
just like-
I might even plug two
Yeah.
or three of them, so that you guys can also interact with them without me. So that you also know them
that'll be
better.
dope. That'll be dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
because two of them are also living with them.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
you're
it'd be
going one.
yeah, so it would be nice if they come and share their knowledge on the podcast as well,
yeah.
so that people at home get to also know, the talents that I develop.
That'll be amazing, man. That'll be amazing.
Maybe you might find that I'm talk pay like and I'm not doing good job, so let the artists come and talk themselves and be like, no, this guy's doing
But you are not afraid of yourself. You can't say, I get not remember, but you are unsure. So you know.
I
You're
just
not
that I've
afraid.
met people who are just talk, but their work is That's not like I know. I'm actually being there.
Your words must match your work ethic.
Yeah.
Yeah, ungakhulumi nje and then
Exactly.
you can't produce.
Exactly.
My brother, it's been an amazing pleasure to have you, man. It's been so awesome to get to know you.
Thank you.
Now I know who ZIPHEKO is
Yeah.
and who ZIPHEKO is about and what ZIPHEKO wants to
this is
achieve.
why it was so difficult to get to you. I had to even change and be Jamaican.
Hey, we made it. Hey, we were put back up. Hey.
Guys,
It's a story for another day.
okay, can I say this quick one? Can I say this?
Okay, cool.
So you said the those kind of things.
Yeah.
You see, when you go to meet God or president or someone very important, you just don't go and just straight in war.
Yeah.
People need to move fast, before you even go there. Because before you go there, spirits need to make sure, are you guys?
Are they right?
Yeah, they're right. So I chose you were going somewhere.
And then they made us go. And they made us wait because we were waiting for you. But now we are rushing there. We are rushing, and many, our child is coming.
Exactly. And I know, that's true. And I was going to be late even though I was 5 minutes late. So you see, if the guys didn't stop you, I was going to be waiting.
No.
Maybe we were going to be pissed and this interview is not going to be the way it is now.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that guy turned out the guy who stopped us was like, I know that guy was sent. Now it makes sense.
Because he asked his
That's
peers
true.
that why didn't you stop this guy?
Yeah.
Because if it was you, then he was gonna be more trouble.
That's true.
He felt so guilty stopping us. But anyway, big ups to JMPD, to Metro Police, to everybody who's doing a good job to take care of our country. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Tell everybody about it. We've got amazing people. We'll talk to them on this podcast. I appreciate it. And like, share, subscribe, tell everybody, and come back at the next podcast. We are back with you. Big ups to Mr. President Cars, and big ups to also Anti-Clockwise Group for the sponsorships, to Moraleng for, next time we go Alex, so that we do something kada. Moraleng is coming on board, but it's a nice entertainment, chilled vibes. I think it'll be good if we can set it up, kada.
African food.
Yeah, African food.
Because I love food, even.
No, then we'll do like Moraleng will sponsor us, ka crocodile, ka zebra,
nice.
like 7-8 different types of meat, dog.
That's nice.
So they make the best food in Alexander.
That's
so big
nice.
ups to Moraleng for coming on board. So we are out. Thank you very much. Thank you. Raleboch. Itara.
So